our breakfast this morning.
Serendipity.
What is up, you guys? So today's video should be short. I just want to talk about the reasons why we've decided to stay here a little bit longer, and the reasons why a Westerner would choose to live abroad in a country like Colombia, or any country that's kind of cheaper and kind of like an emerging market. First of all, it's a Saturday. We're not really, working too hard today. It's kind of like a chill day, so that's why we decided to leave our normal office area and go out and like work in a coffee shop. This area here, it's like a very artisanal coffee shop slash art gallery type of thing, and they sell different things too. They sell products that are native, indigenous to the area. And it's just very chill, very relaxing, calm, and we're just having some nice, relaxing coffee. So the reasons why people would want to live here, I remember posting on Twitter that it's so great that we were able to get our healthcare, dental care down here at a much cheaper cost than we would back in the US, and they're much faster, cheaper, much, more caring, more involved. They're getting our needs met in a very efficient manner. And someone responded, well, you didn't mention the part that if you're a dentist in Colombia, you're gonna get paid less. And that's a good point, but that's why maybe don't be a dentist in Colombia. And so this video is to say, okay, for what reasons should you move to Colombia? Why should you spend time in Colombia? What are the things that you can benefit from being in an emerging market like Colombia, or like any other country where it's an emerging market? So for us, because we're entrepreneurs and we're not getting paid a US salary right now, we're maybe getting income from the US, but it's startup income. We're working on startup businesses, so it's not a lot to begin with. And our income doesn't depend on us being right now in the US. So we're making money from very, very little startup income in the US, but we're not dependent on physically being there. So it makes sense for us to be in a place where our burn rate is very low and we have time to think, to relax, to work on our health, our futures to build in a place where we have a low burn rate and where we feel relaxed and happy and free to like be able to do that. So I would say, maybe you shouldn't go to live in an emerging market if you want to work for a business, if you want to work and have a salary, if you want to be making a 6-figure salary that's set, if you want your boss to be giving that was a bug. So if you want to get paid like $120,000 a year working for a large company, maybe don't move to Colombia. Ugh, there's a bug. But if you want to build a company, if you want to work for a company that's based in a Western economy, that's based in an established economy, you want to get paid that much and you don't need to physically be there, so you can work for a company that's based in a Western market. You can work for a company that pays you 6-figure salary. You can still live in a third world economy for a lot cheaper. You can still live in an emerging market and maybe not get paid by that emerging market. So that's an option for you. You can still be an employee that lives a beautiful life in a third world country, and it's, by third world I really mean emerging, because there are so many things here that are more advanced. Just now I came from the bathroom. The bathroom has all the bathrooms here, everywhere you go, even the cheapest places, the mom and pop shops, they have energy saving sensor lights. So everywhere you go, energy saving sensor lights. Wherever you go, they have energy saving toilets, energy saving like water faucets, water saving. Like, these are first world technologies, first world solutions in an emerging market. They have fiber internet everywhere. They don't have that in the US. They don't have fiber internet. They don't even have regular internet everywhere. But in most places in the US, they have Xfinity, Comcast. They have old technologies for internet because the internet has been around longer in a Western economy. So they have these old internet technologies that are very expensive and highly inefficient and very slow. And here, because it's an emerging economy, they're using fiber. Everywhere we go, they're using fiber. And it's way cheaper and much faster. And we're able to get our work done much faster than I would back in Dallas, where the internet sucks. So that's one example. For us, we're working online, we're doing things, we're building, and what we need is time and a low burn rate. So if you're working for another company and all you need is internet, So if you're working for a Western company, all you need is internet. If you're working for yourself, and all you need is time to build. You need a phone plan, you need internet, and you just need time. Maybe this is a good solution for you, It's really working for us, and I spend so much time in the US. I really like Dallas, but Dallas is, it's the US, Dallas is expensive compared to other countries. So maybe I plan to go back to Dallas. Maybe I'm establishing my businesses in Dallas. But for the beginning, when I need to save money, I need time while I'm building, that I'm not really making a lot of income that can sustain a $16 acai bowl for breakfast. Where if I was living in the US right now, I wouldn't be able to have this kind of luxury, For me, it's good. And so if you're kind of in the same place as me, where you're kind of like, a startup entrepreneur, you're starting up with maybe you're making a Western salary, so maybe you have a boss, but it's not a lot, and you want to live a fancier lifestyle, but you're able to work remotely. This is definitely a good option. And I really like, the more we spend time here, the more we like it, and we want to spend longer here, and people are like, so when would you want to go back to the US? At what point does this become too much for you? And I think at the point where I'm making so much money and I feel so established to where the cost doesn't make a difference for me, I can live in the US and the burn rate doesn't hurt anymore, and I don't even feel it, like at a point where I can have this kind of lifestyle in the US and it doesn't hurt at all, it doesn't hurt my bank account, that's when I would feel comfortable enough to move back. But for now, I can't imagine the feeling of making so much yet. But I don't want to be closed off to that. I want to be open to that. I want to be open to the blessings. But it's definitely a new feeling for me to feel like I feel like I can relax and I will still survive. Like I feel like I can relax, take my time to think, enjoy a delicious cup of artisanal coffee in a beautiful art gallery in beautiful nature, and I'm not gonna lose my future. I'm not gonna lose tomorrow. It's not gonna break my bank account. And so that feeling, I have to be able to have that back in the US, and I think that's gonna take time. So at that point is when I would decide, okay, maybe I want to be back near my family and friends in the US, but that's basically the point when I would want to do that. So yeah, hopefully this video was enlightening in some way, and I'm gonna go back to my reading now. See you guys.